Am I the arsehole? For refusing to ask my parents to take down a memorial to my late daughter? I gave birth to twins 2 years ago. My babies were seemingly born healthy, but before we could be discharged, my daughter, Indy, suffered a seizure and never got to come home. For 8 months she'd go from getting better to worse again. Until the day came where she would never get better again. She slipped away peacefully in my arms, and it's something I will never forget. Our whole family were devastated by the loss of Indy. My eels are crafty people and made a beautiful memorial frame for Indy. They kept one themselves and gave them to my husband and I and my parents. My parents display theirs in the living room so everyone can see when they visit them. They also have candles directly under it. They light candles for the twins' birthday and Indy's anniversary. My sister gave birth to her first child back May, and she named her daughter Indy. I'll confess that I have been unable to look at it as some beautiful tribute because it's difficult to hear the name used for another little girl in the family other than my Indy. But I have kept that to myself. Now a few months on, my sister is bothered by the fact our parents kept Indy's memorial up when her Indy will see it whenever she's there. She said it's very morbid and seems gross to do to her daughter, who will grow up feeling very weird with her name on a memorial at her grandparents like that. My parents told her she should have thought of that before she named her daughter Indy. My sister was like, "OP doesn't own that name and I should be allowed to use a name I love." When our parents didn't give in to her demands, she came to me. She told me it bothers her and she knows it will bother her daughter in years to come. She wanted me to tell our parents to take down the memorial. I refused to entertain her idea. She pushed and I told her I did not want my daughter's memory tucked away forever. My sister yelled and told me that my Indy is gone and there's a living, breathing Indy who deserves to feel comfortable at her grandparents' house. I told my sister to get the fuck out of my face. My sister said I was a total a-hole for putting the memory of Indy before her Indy. She also said it will only confuse my son in the future when he